Right now it's 11:30 p.m. Okay, I just killed the smoothie at 11. Oh, no, almost killed the smoothie. See that? That's money. Yeah, that's nutrition. That's, even if it ain't money, even if it didn't cost money, that's value. That shit there's more valuable than money in the corner of that jar. You see that? I'm gonna kill that, because to waste that, I'm a man of values. I learned that it's not good enough to allow yourself to be deceived and influenced by what other people perceive as valuable. It's not good enough, and it takes a long time to develop the intuition, the knowledge, the experience to assert upon yourself different labels of different priorities, you could say. I'm not taking away from things that people perceive as valuable. But what I'm doing is I'm rearranging things to say, hold on a second, you can't really value something until you value what comes first before that. Hey Siri, open 0. So for me, I value my fasting app. Okay, doing really bad today. We did a 21 or 22 hour fast, and we're closing it at 5 hours and 30 minutes, which is really shockingly weird. Okay, I should have closed that fast about 3 hours ago or 2 hours ago, but I didn't. But that's okay, because I'm aware of it. I don't like eating at night, and I'm not perfect, and I never will be perfect, and that's fine. Eating late isn't something you want to do. Whether you're drinking smoothies at night or whether you're eating pizza at night and ice cream, eating late isn't ideal either way that you try and justify it. Or, you know, I guess what I'm saying is don't eat late. Been training quite hard lately. Actually, I ain't even been training that hard. I've just been growing hard. I don't know what's going on, but posture's getting much better. Like the posture, I think I spoke about this before. I don't even know if I uploaded the posture videos, but posture's massively improving, albeit with a lot of growing pains. A lot of kinks need to be like wrapped. I guess the bottleneck for me is my digestive system. I'm starting to realize now, some years into my health journey, like what are we, 6 or 7 years now, I've realized that I might not ever be able to resume what you call normal life, what you call normal patterns of eating, normal foods, healthy foods, what you think is healthy, right? I can't do that because it's not healthy enough. And it presents a challenge to me, because it's now forcing me to think, well, okay, you know, you're doing this health journey, you're doing this keto, you're doing this intermittent fasting, you're doing all these things, right? Supplements, herbs, things like that. But, God, sniffles, man. But how long will it last, you know? And even if it does last, like, what are the chances that I'm going to be able to access all the things that I require, the things that I value in the future? Even if I can access them, what are the chances that I'll forever be able to afford these things? These things aren't cheap, as you know. Anything of value costs money, like real money. Okay, you think something is cheap or it's on offer or something, unless it's reaching its expiry date, it's probably worth diddly squat. That's like a British way of saying nothing. It's not worth anything. So had a lot of interactions with people lately over the past few days, talking to me about illnesses, talking to me about their lifestyles. Spoke to one lady who was a vegetarian for 13-14 years. She's got about 4 or 5 neurodivergent children, one with stunted growth from some thyroid issues, one with severe autism, or more like pronounced autism, you could say. She said, look, she's been trying things. She's been trying to go to these supplement stores, right? I'm not going to name any, but there's one in the UK, 1 or 2 in the UK. One is prominent, and you find that a lot of the stuff in there is just, it's okay, better than nothing, I guess. The stuff you get, it's not bioavailable, it's in the wrong form, it's overpriced, it's just basically profit engineering. It's like the food industry, it's just profit engineering, like very minimal minerals. It's like it emulates food in a way. It's crazy, right? Because the whole idea of supplements is to cover what you're not receiving in your food. That's the whole idea of supplementation. That's why they call it supplementation, because it supplies extra, right? Supplementary, complementary to the food that you already eat. So the minerals from the supplements are supposed to fill in the gaps. Okay, but what you find is a lot of the time with these supplement franchises, the high street chains, is they sell supplements that are inadequate, just like the food that they're trying to replace or trying to complement and supplement. Yeah, I'm tired of saying that word now. So I think you get the gist of what I'm saying, is that a lot of the time the stuff of actual real value, you have to source it, and you have to make sure that there's not cheaper versions available that you can get trapped or lulled into purchasing falsely. Okay, so ultimately it's about cost per gram, and not even cost per gram, but like cost per effective, bioavailable, absorbed, utilized gram, right? So it goes down to the bottom line, and what is the cost of that per unit of benefit, you could say. So for me personally, I like to buy anything that I'm going to throw into my body that I know I'm not going to stop taking. So why would I buy little packets of something if I've got the money to buy the whole damn thing? It doesn't make no sense. It's really stupid. Unless I've got no space. You know what the crazy thing about it is? I'm sitting on this like bed right now, right? That I use as kind of like a couch right now. But this bed lifts up. It's an Ottoman bed, it's called. And in the bed, there's sacks of the salts, right? There's Himalayan salt, 25 kg. There's pea protein, 20 kg. Chickpeas, 25 kg. There's sesame seeds, a few kgs. And stuff like coconut oil, like 10 liters of coconut oil. So anything that I buy that I know that I'm going to continue using, that I know it's not going to expire very quickly, the idea is to buy things in bulk to reduce your cost per unit, right? Your amount spent on these products per unit. And so for something like Himalayan salt, it makes a big difference, right? Even though it might take you forever to get through 25 kgs of salt, you'd be surprised though, you go through it quite quickly if you're training hard and you're pushing it in. But my point is, like, I think around the time when I bought this sack ages ago, like a couple years ago or something, yeah, about a couple years ago, probably more than that actually, I think it's been about 3 years now, damn, with the Himalayan salt. I bought that because for 1 kilo of that Himalayan salt, it's like 6 or 7 pounds, and the way I've purchased it, it works out something like 70-80p, you know, per kilo. So it's a no-brainer, and that those savings, they go into something else, buy something else. So you don't get that kind of stuff from franchised supplement stores. Okay, you don't get that. They don't sell you anything in bulk. Everything's sold in little bottles. They don't even sell you flat packs. I haven't got any here to show you what they're like. You know, the flat packs with a little seal at the top. That's environmentally more friendly, more, you know. You're paying for a bottle a lot of the time. You're paying for capsules, the process of them making capsules, so that you, the user, because you're too lethargic and inconvenienced by the idea of getting a set of digital scales and weighing out what you need. It's too much for you. You need a flip top supplement bottle with capsules in it, so you can pop the capsules, and you need to be told what amount to take. You can't decide any of that for yourself or research any of that, or even be told that by someone who takes different doses, because they'll try and say it's scary or it's dangerous or whatever to listen to people. So really you're kind of pissing in the wind. That's why they call it expensive urine. They say supplementation of minerals and herbs and things like that is expensive urine. And I say, you're pissing in the wind in the sense that you're buying things. You don't know what it's doing to your body. Okay, for starters. You don't know what it is, what form it's supposed to be in. You don't know if you're supposed to be taking it with food or on a fasted state with water. You really don't know much about the product that you're taking at all. And when they sell you this product, there really isn't much information on it. And the person selling you the product is usually some 17-18-year-old part-time worker who doesn't give a shit, and they can't wait to go home. They've got no interest in the products whatsoever. They're not there because it's a passion thing. They're there because they're lower paid workers that are designed to basically wait for you at the checkout when you know what you already want to buy. So when people tell me, when I'm recommending supplements to people and they say, I'll go so and check that out, well, you could go there and check it out. And I don't know why so many people are, you know what's wild? So many people trust the town center, right? The high street shops more than eBay. They don't think like, shops in the high street, they have to make that much extra money to cover their rent, the electricity, the council tax rates and things like that, business rates, employees. It costs money to hire an employee to sit there and wait at a checkout counter for someone to come and buy some supplement. It doesn't cost money as much per unit gram to have pure powdered supplements that are not encapsulated, that are not in expensive bottles and vials, that are in a very well cooled warehouse where there isn't any salespeople to do the checkout process. There isn't any hardcore, displays and advertising and stuff. There's none of that. There's no management teams. There's just some guy selling quality supplements out of a warehouse, and he'll deliver them flat pack to your door at a reasonable price and will offer you bulk discounts. So that kind of shit doesn't appeal to anyone because they're like, that's, if I have to think about it, guess what, I'm probably not. Yo, what's that? Is that an ice cream van? Let's go, guys. So that's what happened. That's the attention span of most of the human population is very mediocre, and you need a supplement. You have to take a supplement just to be able to process what supplements you need. You need some sort of cognitive enhancer just to actually click and become conscious that, oh fuck, I'm missing I'm magnesium, I need zinc, I need fucking vitamin D, I need all this shit, right? That's the only thing that makes people switch on a little bit. Because when they talk to me, they're like, yeah, I want all the good stuff. And they think that you could just go anywhere, and if it says vitamin D on it, or if it says, just fucking buy it, take it, and it's supposed to work. And if it doesn't work, he lied to me. No, you didn't buy the right thing, because you still think that the world owes you integrity and honesty and value, when it doesn't work that way. If you don't know how to recognize value, no one's gonna come and give you that. I recognize the value in these things, but I can't tell you what the value is in them if you're already closed-minded about it, or you're not open to the understanding, if you're not hungry for it. I'm hungry for bringing my body up to the level that I'm supposed to be, bringing my mind and my mental faculty to the level it's supposed to be, slowing down my aging process, aging gracefully. Okay, that's human, that's basic human shit. Okay, the whole of our modern culture and society has completely lost touch with that. No one really gives a shit, and the people who give a shit are playing fucking pantomimes and like puppeteering themselves to put on some show, because it's all about appearances. If you got a fucking milkshake bottle with a certain 4 or 5 letters on it, and you ordered some mail ordered fucking packet shakes and stuff, meals, you've made it. You're healthy, you're eating health, you're trying something new. It's the thought that counts, it's the effort that counts. No man, you just handed over your money and did something lazy instead of doing your own shit. Do it for yourself, make your own thing pop. Okay, or find someone who is and isn't just trying to rinse you, but actually doing it because it's the game, respecting the game. I call it the game because it's a game to me, because every time I enter the game there's new things that challenge me, and I embrace the challenge. When I make fuck ups, which I do make fuck ups, okay, some of you guys watching this know about some of my quite serious fuck ups where I almost lost my life fucking around with nutrition. Okay, so yeah, there's a risk to things, but ultimately play the game. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you want to play the game, you have to start learning what the fuck is going on. There's no school for this shit. Okay, you have to pick it up as you go along. I don't have all the information about nutrition and health. I'm not the source of all knowledge. As big as my fucking cranium is, I'm not the source of all knowledge. There's other guys out there who collect information from various sources and they reproduce it for you, and they've got millions of views on YouTube and subscribers and stuff. They're amazing. They get as much from different sources as possible. Like, let's say I'm making some videos, unorthodox videos, which I will be, and I'll be the first to talk about many different topics that I haven't seen anyone talk about. There'll be some guy who's way bigger and way more skilled at drawing in an audience, and they'll take my information without credit, which is fine because it's for humanity, and present it to you. And I love that. It's brilliant. Okay, even though it means that there's less attention to me or the other guys, the purists, there's people doing sincere work out there, and they're on YouTube, and they really do truly deserve the success that they get, and they've got a lot of haters. But these people who are putting that information out there, they've consolidated it and made it easy for you to access. And without that, people like me wouldn't thrive. That's the truth, because yeah, although I've got loads of books and audio books and ebooks and experience in the game and in here, knowing where I'm going, how to move and what smells off, and it helps to have other people out there to validate, reassure, and provide details to work with. And that's helped me not only heal with myself, but help others heal themselves. So I don't really know what the purpose of this conversation is, other than to say to you, you really have to zone in to what's going on. And so on my channel, I'm expecting you to already be proactive with learning things, even if the information's wrong. Actually, it's valuable, because when you learn something that's wrong and then you come across my channel, you start learning why it's wrong. But at least you've got some context, at least you know what the thing is. Like if we're talking about cholesterol, go away, find out what cholesterol is. I'm here to be a contrarian, to break down the bullshit, to give you answers that make humanity more robust, that will build a stronger fabric, a weave intertwined in between every member of society, from here all the way to the US, all the way through Europe, all the way through Asia, India, wherever. I'm here to help bring us together and bring our power back as human beings. And the way we do that is by not being so distracted by hedonistic nonsense, by things that make us rats and pigeons, ultimately pecking away. We have to learn what is best for our bodies. We have to, and we live it. I'm living it. But even before you start living it, the goal is to make everyone aware. Not just some people, not just people who are healing themselves, not just fitness enthusiasts. No, make everyone aware. And it starts with young people. If you're young, it starts with you are the new leaders of your generation. Once you understand how to take care of your own health, you become a powerful force to be reckoned. You have the power in your hands to shape the course of humanity, the course of evolution. So who will you take to be a leader on this voyage? Have you surrendered before you've even began? Most of you will. I'm going to be blunt with you. Most of you will have surrendered. But for those who are adamant to strive to thrive, not just survive. For those of you who want stability, physically, mentally, you want to be robust and resilient, tolerant to life's sufferings, this channel's for you. So welcome to the club.